Today I'm going to show you how much fun you could have at Islands of Adventure, even if you can't fit on everything. This morning we're here bright and early to open up Islands of Adventure. Everybody will be going to VelociCoaster and Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure. I can't fit on any of those rides. So what do I do in the meanwhile? One thing you can enjoy is an empty Seuss Landing. Seuss Landing is full of bright colors, fun shapes, and classic Dr. Seuss vibes. Great news for plus-size guests is that all 4 rides in this land are accessible. Unfortunately, for early park admission, these attractions are not open. You can, however, take advantage of the empty land and take some really cool pictures and selfies, but that's not what I'm here to do. I mean, look how empty it is right now. It's almost eerie. Now, this is where I want to be. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Hogsmeade. As we enter Hogsmeade, everybody will go to the right in order to ride Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure, but not me. There are so many things I love to take advantage of when I have Hogsmeade all to myself. One of my favorite ways to start my day here at Hogsmeade is to grab some breakfast at the Three Broomsticks. They have classic English breakfast or American breakfast, pancakes, just a lot of different options. And being here this early in the morning, there is nobody. So you're not going to wait for a table. You're not going to have to wait very long for your food. And you get to really enjoy the atmosphere and all of your favorite Harry Potter details. I love the outdoor seating with that one-of-a-kind view of the VelociCoaster. You can have the best view of the VelociCoaster while you enjoy your breakfast. Catching one of the first shows at Ollivander's increases your chances of being selected as the person where the wand gets to select you, just because there isn't as many people there. Don't mind me while I take a couple of selfies for the thumbnail. You could be one of the first ones to ride Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Now this one, as you'll see, is not plus size friendly for me, but there is a ride, there is super plus size friendly, and it's a lot of fun. And that's Flight of the Hippogriff. It's a family coaster. It's not the most thrilling thing in the world, but it's fun and I fit on it, so let's ride it. It does get busy throughout the day, but right now, it's pretty much a walk-on, so that's another reason why I like to rope drop Islands of Adventure. So it's 8:17 in the morning, and I've already rode the Hippogriff twice. My family has already ridden Hagrid's. We're ready to move on to VelociCoaster because my wife wants to ride that. I know I can't fit, but I'm gonna show you how I fit in the test seat right now. So even if you are a plus-size rider and you don't fit on the Forbidden Journey ride here, the one in Hogwarts Castle, I do recommend that you walk the queue anyway. If you're with a party of people who are gonna ride or not. Either way, they're okay with you just walking through the queue. They'll show you where to exit towards the end of the line. That way you get to see how beautiful it is inside. The engineers really outdid themselves with this ride. Another empty butterbeer cart. This bridge that leads you to Jurassic Park is the best place to take selfies for the Hogwarts Castle. And let me show you why. The sun is headed towards your direction and you get a really good view of you, maybe some family, and the castle. Here, let me bring some family in here. Come here, family. Hello. As you head over to VelociCoaster, make sure that you are hydrating. Remember, ice and water is always free at Universal Studios. Just bring yourself a refillable cup. Posted wait time right now for VelociCoaster is only 10 minutes. I really wish I had the ability to ride Hagrid's and VelociCoaster, but I'm working on it. My goal is that by September, I'm able to ride both. I'm gonna keep trying till I do. I'm currently on GLP-1 medication in order to help me lose weight, and fitting on more rides is definitely one of the big reasons why I want to do it. Besides, of course, general health. We have now arrived to my favorite ride in the entire world. All right, so just in case, I'm gonna take off my lanyard because I believe that's gonna help.
You sure about that?
The key to this is you gotta be able to lift your belly over the lap bar. And yes, it's still safe, even if you fit. If you get the green light, it's gonna hold your lap, for God's sakes. I've ridden this ride like 50 times and nothing has ever happened to me. Nothing ever happens to anybody in this ride. This is Universal Studios. They know what they're doing as far as safety goes. Here we go. Oh, be careful with that piece in the middle. All right, so I got the belly over. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can get the green light.
I'm having a real hard time. So last time I wasn't able to get the belly all the way over. This time I was. I'm getting a lot closer. So although I didn't get the green light this time, in a matter of just 2 weeks, I've gotten significantly closer. So I'm excited about that. If you're ever worried about being too sleepy because you're here so early, just get on this ride. It'll wake you up. So it is now 8:30 in the morning. I've ridden Flight of the Hippogriff twice. My family has ridden Hagrid and VelociCoaster. So whether you personally fit on these rides or not, getting here early has its advantages for everybody. This is one of my favorite views right here.
I decided to go back to Hogsmeade to test the seat for Hagrid's motorbike adventure one more time for you guys. I wasn't able to narrate live because there was a lot of people around me and I didn't want to sound weird. As always, I always make believe like I've never tried these seats before, even though I have tried them hundreds of times. So I tried the little seat first, the sidecar seat. That was a no-go. And now I'm laughing to mask my pain as I tried the motorcycle seat. I do have a goal that by September I will fit on this ride. I've never got to experience this ride. It's my family's favorite ride and I'm dying to experience it with them. Here's me pointing at the light not turning green. Let's listen in live to see what I'm saying.
Wait. This has to go past that part right there, that curve. Watch, I'm gonna get off and you'll see it. Excuse me. Watch. That part right there. See this? Has to get a little bit past that part. And then you get the green light. So it is now around 8:45. The regular park, the park still hasn't opened to general guests. This is still all early park admission. And as you can see, it's much more crowded than it was before. And it'll just continue getting more and more crowded. Super quick food review because I've never seen this item before. We're over at the food stand at Jurassic Park, right before you make the left to VelociCoaster. They usually just have popcorn and donuts and churros, but today they had breakfast sandwiches and this Pop-Tart. I forget, they call it a strawberry, what do they call it?
Strawberry breakfast tart.
They call it a strawberry breakfast tart. It is like a Pop-Tart on steroids. It is thick, it has some weight to it. The crust is super buttery, the filling is delicious. I'm just having a bite because I'm not really hungry. This is for my kids, but I'll take a bite in front of you, so I don't know, you see it. It has like a strawberry cream cheese filling inside. It's not too sweet. The crust is super buttery. It is really good. For $5, it's actually really good. One ride that is super plus size friendly and it is a whole lot of fun is Jurassic Park's River Adventure. If you don't mind getting a little bit wet, I definitely recommend this ride. And what's good is that there's an 80-foot drop. So if you're a big thrill seeker that can't fit in any of the roller coasters and you need something that's thrilling, get on this ride. If you do have little ones that can't fit on everything, Camp Jurassic is a great option as well. Matter of fact, there's a ride here called the Pteranodon Flyers that you can only ride with a child that's under 56 inches. Fortunately, my kids are 12 and 16 and they don't fit on it anymore, or they're too tall for me to ride with them. Another attraction that's definitely plus size friendly and a whole lot of fun is Reign of Kong Skull Island. It's one of the coolest, scariest queues you're ever gonna experience. If you've ever ridden the Fast and the Furious ride at Universal Studios, this one is very similar. It's just themed to Kong. After Jurassic Park, you will enter Toon Lagoon. Next up, if Popeyes and Bluto's builds rat barges. I had to read that because that's a lot to memorize. Only a 10-minute wait? Do I dare? There are some raft rides in some theme parks where you can avoid getting wet. This is not one of them. You will leave soaked. So if you don't want wet socks or wet clothes, not even, a poncho's not gonna do much. You're gonna get soaked, but a poncho will help. Just make sure all your clothes is covered under the poncho and bring either an extra pair of socks or some flip-flops that you can wear. They will not allow you to ride this ride barefoot, just so you know. However, it is so much fun. I definitely recommend it, especially if you're with a large party. It's so much fun. So the only restraint on this ride is a seatbelt that you have to put around your waist. Couple of tips I have for you is to try to get the seatbelt around you before you sit down all the way, especially if you have a bigger belly. Second, don't stress too much because they do have a seatbelt extender. That way you're comfortable on this ride. Comfort and safety, two important things. At this current weight that I am right now, it depends on what kind of breakfast I ate. Will determine whether or not I need the seatbelt extender or not. Most of the time I don't. There was very few times that I did have to wear it.
Next up was Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls, a log flume ride based on the classic cartoon character Dudley Do-Right. The ride combines word thrills with humors, featuring animated scenes and a dramatic 75-foot drop.
Okay, cool.
At the entrance of the ride, they do have a test seat. Let's see how I did.
This one is one of the flumes that fits 5 people. No, there's no way. I'm gonna sit back in the next person's seat. Now, the flume that they have for you to test is a 5-seater. They do have certain flumes that have only 4 seats that give you more room. So yeah, if you really want to get on and try it, you can just go upstairs and ask. I think it's called the Goose, is the 4-seater. That way you can see if you could fit.
I asked Dr. Doom where the test seat was for his ride, and he was lovely enough to point me into the right direction.
Always lanyard off. Just getting in here is kind of hard, but let me show you how low it's got to go in order for you to get a green light. Right here. Wait, hold up. Right here. So you got a bit of space. This is very awkward, and everybody's looking. Oh my goodness. I can barely fit in a seat. So I cannot, my hips right now won't even really allow me to get in the seat all the way back. So there is some space between my lower back and the back of the ride. But this is where I'm at for right now. One day I'll fit on this thing. Up, we have the Hulk coaster. The Hulk coaster being one of the most intense coasters in all of Universal Orlando. This ride reaches top speeds of over 60 miles per hour and G-forces that'll make you feel like you're stuck to your seat sometimes. Obviously for this ride, safety is of paramount importance. This ride is so intense, they make you go through metal detectors to make sure that you're not bringing anything inside your pockets. So the Hulk ride has 2 separate seats, one with a single seatbelt and one with a double seatbelt. The one with the double seatbelt is going to be the one that you want to try if you are a little bit of a plus size person. So right here is not as tight as Dr. Doom's, but it is still pretty tight. For me anyway. And as you can see, I'm nowhere near where you need to be. I can kind of sink in. Go ahead, push it. Nowhere near where I need to be. I'm probably about, I'd say 60 pounds away from being able to fit on this ride. I don't know if that's gonna happen by September, but it should happen sometime this year. It's now 10:10 a.m. We did our first lap around the park. We're gonna continue on because I wanna ride a few things in Seuss Landing. I'd say my 2 favorite things about Seuss Landing is the Cat in the Hat ride and the tater tots at Green Eggs and Ham. If you have not tried the tater tots at Green Eggs and Ham, you have got to try them. It really is one of the best food items at Islands of Adventure.
First, you have the Carousel, which is a carousel ride that's themed with Dr. Seuss characters. Now, the horses on this ride have a belt restraint that won't fit most plus-size riders. But this attraction does have 4 cars where you can just sit down, you don't have to be restrained, and you can just enjoy the ride. Next is a ride that's both fun and pretty interactive.
1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. This is like your Dumbo style attraction. It's a big bench seat that fits 2 people. with a big old seatbelt. So even if you're plus size, you should be able to fit on this no problem. The High in the Sky Seuss trolley ride has individual lap bars that you just have to get one click. I usually get a couple. You don't have to worry. If you're a plus size person, all that you have to worry about is like if you're riding with a stranger and if you're a pretty wide person, you might spill out into their seat, but they probably won't sit you with a stranger. And you can always ask to sit in a row by yourself. And last but not least, in Dr. Seuss Land is the Cat in the Hat ride. Usually does not have a long wait. The air conditioning in here is so good that you gotta try it just for the air conditioning. But seriously, the seat for this ride is a bench seat. It looks like a couch. It's pretty comfortable. It's one lap bar that comes around. This ride obviously is not intense at all, so you don't gotta worry about it. But as a plus size person, definitely, you should have no problems getting on this ride. We're here to pick up some of my wife's favorite candies. She loves the chocolate covered gummy bears and she can't find them anywhere else. So every time we come here, we get some. Something that's interesting is that this store sells nothing but candy, cupcakes, brownies, sweets, and things like that. But you cannot use your Mardi Gras food card. Like this food card that I bought during Mardi Gras. You can't use it because they're considered merchandise here, even though it's food. Even the fresh roasted nuts are merchandise. Just in case you need a place to buy the big donut at Islands of Adventure, here's where you find them. As well as some amazing cupcakes. Me personally, I love that brookie. It is really good. Another cool thing about Seuss Landing is that they have their own exclusive drinks. The Goose Juice and the Moose Juice are both drinks that you can either buy individually, or if you have a refillable cup that you have activated for all day refills, they'll refill your cup with it. They are both icy type drinks and they're different flavors, the two of them, but they're pretty good. And it's kind of cool to just have an exclusive drink that you can't have anywhere else in the park. Here you go, here you go, here you go. Thank you.
Hey, in the middle?
I like your hat, you want to trade?
He's like, not quite tall enough. Stop. Cat, I have 2 cats at home. This is how I feel every day.
That's why I left my dogs at home.
Yeah.
Thank you. One thing I don't do enough is take part of the character meet and greets. It's just part of the experience. They are so fun. They're all so fun. Do yourself a favor, stop and enjoy them. Enjoy every part of this park. Being plus size shouldn't stop you from having fun anywhere in life. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would love it if you'd give me a like and a subscribe, because more of this content is coming soon. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, maximize your fun. Woo, woo, woo. Oh. That was good. That's real good.
I can tell this is not your first rodeo. I see the Mardi Gras pass and I see the dark hair.